This week on Reddit on Wiki, we have a boyfriend who now acts like a bad roommate, a cheating wife, 2 failed proposals, why being responsible isn't always the best, and if you're a patron, we have a fantasy football chat gone terribly, terribly wrong. This and what do we say? And that's Reddit, and this is Reddit on Wiki. Play the music, Josh.
Fucking, I don't know. Great power. For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.
Holy shit.
Reddit on Wiki starts now. I knew I wrote it down somewhere in my sheet. Yeah. What a seamless introduction, guys. I don't think I've done it any better.
We got comments saying that made us look professional, eh?
Yeah.
That's
I feel like that was pretty professional.
so professional.
Starts now.
Oh my God.
Welcome, Wikimaniacs. If this is your first episode, I apologize. But if it's not, you guys know the vibes. It's a Monday that I'm hosting. I don't write scripts. So this is
this is normal.
This is normal for every other Monday. But yeah, with me today, I got my 2 co-hosts, Josh and John. Say hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
How's it going?
We're here. If you've never listened to an episode, it's a Monday, so we do Reddit readings. We peruse Reddit and reread the funniest ones that we find. But honestly, not even true. That's a lie, what I just told you. I just peruse our own subreddit. And then I hit top of the week and then choose everyone that's not Am I the Asshole? So truly, I don't peruse anything anymore because our fans are the best. And hey, our show is fan curated. What can we say? That's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, and a lot of times it's not funny because it's depressing majority of the time.
Which brings us to our topics. We got 2 depressing ones in the middle. And then 2 sort of not depressing, but also
so the classic Sean
You're
sandwich.
really selling it.
But the Patreon one is extremely funny. So I will say I'm looking forward to that one. It's a predicament I could see John in.
That opens up so many doors.
I was gonna say, what kind of fantasy football are you thinking of? Because
the one that you just insinuated.
Okay.
All right. So story 1. Are we ready, boys?
Ready.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So this is from a personal story from our very own subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Posted by user Buns Bunky. And it's titled, "My boyfriend moved in and now acts like a bad roommate."
Gasp.
Oh, what do I always say? Don't let roommate problems become relationship problems.
Not the asshole.
Nope.
Take it easy.
Wrong episode. That's next episode.
Yeah.
I actually hate that game now, guys. Thanks for ruining my own show for me. Wikimaniacs. Anyways, let's get into it. My boyfriend moved in and now has turned into more of a roommate. I, 25-year-old female, and my boyfriend, 26-year-old male, have been together for 8 months. He moved in about 3 weeks ago. I own my own home that I bought 2 years ago. I felt a little guilty because he doesn't seem to be super comfortable here, and it feels like it's just my house. My basement is fully finished. I wonder if that also means furnished. I'm not sure.
Both.
Yeah.
But it's that. And I never go down there. There's room down there that he wanted to make his own for gaming, etc. And while I was hesitant, I thought maybe this would make him feel more at home. He has...
Fair enough. Putting the boyfriend in the basement? Yeah. That's where I am, baby.
Josh, is this you?
Targeted.
Sienna, did you write this?
Except not the boyfriend anymore, actually, though. So
is this play about us?
Okay, so he has completely moved in down there. He put his own bed, all his clothes, bathroom stuff, a TV, his gaming stuff, etc. He put everything down there. He almost never comes upstairs anymore. He eats,
That's wild.
sleeps, does everything down there. I got upset with him and told him I wanted him to be sleeping with me and spending more time up here. He won't let me go into his room now because it's his space. Let it be known, you own this house.
Yeah, this is wild behavior.
Yeah.
Like, you would think if you're moving in, like, maybe this is me, but presuming moving in with your significant other means, you know, sleeping together, having the same bedroom. Not always, but, you know, for me, that's what I assumed was happening. So it's wild that he's not even sleeping with you or anything. Like, it's weird.
Is your
Anyway.
boyfriend a cat? Does he need to, settle in first? Get the scent. I don't have cats, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like, the one expert on this show, John, speaking about.
I was going to let him go. I wanted to see
I was like, I want him. We
Let
were
him
both
cook.
quiet and watching.
Let him cook.
when the cat smells your butt or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the story. They write, I should add that I pay the mortgage, I pay the bills, I pay everything still.
Oh, he doesn't pay anything.
Damn, is this me? Is this my story?
Is this written about all three of us?
God damn, this is targeted.
Sienna and Juliet got together.
Holy shit.
They changed just enough to make it not
Yeah. They combined the
Today, he was blasting music while I was trying to study, and I finally snapped. I told him if I wanted a roommate, I would get one. At least they would help me pay the bills.
Oof. Talk your shit.
Damn.
He hasn't talked to me since. Any advice? I know I shouldn't have snapped like that, but I can't take it anymore. There's no love or intimacy left anymore since he's gotten that damn room. It feels like I have a teenage son living in my basement that doesn't even respect me.
Who's older than you?
Yeah.
Advice. Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't have snapped at him immediately. Has there been any form of communication to be like, hey?
Oh yeah. She said, I've told him I want him to spend more time upstairs and to sleep in bed with me.
Yeah, then very weird of him. If you're communicating with him and he's still not making changes to hang out with you, which is a weird, concept. Maybe he's just never lived with someone like that he's dating and doesn't know the difference. Because you should want to spend time like watching TV or making dinner or eating with your significant other.
Yeah.
So it's weird that he's not doing any of those things. If he's not making any moves to change, I'd say
Dump his ass.
Yeah, which is also the issue with moving in,
very soon like that.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to divide it. Like Sienna and I didn't move into with each other until about a year of dating, just over a year of dating.
Yeah.
And that's like, because by that point she'd been over at my house or my place a lot, and we'd kind of like lived together on and off during COVID, because she'd come over for 4 days at a time and it'd be like, yeah, this is basically living together. So I had an idea of what it would be like. And so when we moved in together, it was just like pretty smooth transition. So that's what I would recommend. Wait a little bit longer and test drive it a bit, and then communicate openly and be like, hey, this is kind of how I'm expecting our arrangement to be. That's what should have happened maybe at the beginning. And then if he's pissing you off and not really being a boyfriend, then I don't know how this will work in the future. But
yeah, I don't know what that title of that one documentary or a show on Netflix, but it's giving me a squatter vibe where they're pretty much just established.
Yeah.
What is it called? Is it My Crazy Neighbor or something like that?
I don't know, but it feels like he found a mark and was like,
yeah, that's the vibe that I was getting. I was like, they got way too quick on establishing their little domain area here. And when you try to kick them out, be like, oh no, I live here. I get all my mail here. Squatter laws. But if they have a basement, chances are they probably live somewhere Midwest-ish. I don't know what the rules and regulations about that
who
too.
knows?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Josh, you had an example about you and Sienna like living together. Like me and Julia are crazy. We got we were already married before we even lived together. So it's
I'm not saying you have
Yeah, I
to
know,
do
I'm
it.
saying
I'm just
it's
saying that's
it's
I
a
don't
different
think that's
formula for
crazy
everybody.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The traditional sense is you don't move in until you're
Till you-
married. So it's
exactly.
not, yeah, both ways make sense. There's the traditional and then like sort of modern where it doesn't really
Mhm.
matter. But
I'm a new age kid.
yeah, Josh is a new age kind of guy. But like all that doesn't like, I don't know. It just feels weird for him to
Be cold
say,
like that. You know what I mean?
for him to be comfortable enough to be like, I actually don't want you in a room that you own, in a
Ringo.
house that you own. Hello, Ringo.
Ringo's here for
I
anyone
know.
who wants a timestamp.
Hi, Ringo. Oh, scratch that post. Okay.
I don't know if there's a post that's
Or
curtain, isn't it?
wall.
Just
Scratch
a
that
wall.
wall. Whatever.
But
Don't scratch it.
yeah, it's yeah. As soon as like if I were in this situation, as soon as my partner was like, I don't want you in here, I would have been like, well, I own this place. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
get
tell you.
the
Like,
fuck
I don't know. I don't think I'm outside of my realm of being like,
Get out.
maybe this makes me sound like a bad guy, but like,
No.
you're living here. I let you have a place to stay. Like, if you want your own place, we could find you an apartment or whatever. But like, I don't
Or
know.
we
it
can talk
feels-
rent.
I feel-
We can talk like you paying bills and
yeah,
stuff
or
like
yeah,
that.
we,
Hell
we
yeah.
could we could fucking split this up. But like, these are my, like Josh said, these are my expectations, and it sounds like OP communicated that and was like, all right, this is what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
What can we do about that? And for him to just be like, I really can't do anything about that. I'm gonna keep playing games and sleeping down here. Don't know what to tell you. Then I would be like absolutely mad, because at that point, yeah, like she says, there is no intimacy left. You're not really seeing them. He's eating his meals down there. He's going to the bathroom down there, sleeping down there. His clothes
Weird.
are down there. It's
Shitting down there.
you've become a landlord, I think.
Yeah.
But you're not even making rent. He's just living
You
rent
got
free.
yourself a squatter.
It's a
It's a
squatter
lose-lose
situation.
You've been swindled.
You have absolutely been swindled. But yeah, I don't. My advice in this situation is, it's only been
We got that on
Jesus.
video.
holy moly!
Are you okay?
Damn.
Yeah, she's
She's
fine.
just
Okay.
scared a little bit that she knocked it down. But yeah, my advice is, it's been 8 months. I would just break up. Me personally, y'all are still pretty young, like 25, 26. Kudos to buying a house at such a young age. That's awesome for you.
Yeah, that is sweet.
But yeah, I don't know. I as soon as like the intimacy feels lost, I would be like, hey, I don't think this is really working out. We should find your spot to live, because you can't stay here, is what I'm telling you.
Facts.
But then also, yeah, it is
Closing
squatter rules.
time.
Like, he could just be like, yeah, I'm well within my rights to never leave. So
They gotta
True.
get yourself a lawyer.
yeah, depending where you're at, it's a tricky situation. Might need to call Turtles Can Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us
It's been a
know,
while since
Rebecca.
we needed a lawyer.
Are we ready to move to the second story?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it. So this is from r/Chew Off My Chest, cross-posted from user ZMitch8. Okay, so this is titled, I told my kids about my wife's infidelity.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair.
Not the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cheaters
Right.
need to be called out.
Yeah.
backstory, me, 27-year-old male, and my wife, 27-year-old female, have known each other since high school. We were always friends, but didn't show any romantic interest in each other until our senior year, where she asked me to prom, and I accepted the invitation, and we've been together ever since.
Get
We
it.
got married in 2015 at age 19. It's pretty young.
That's pretty, well,
Is it not? I don't know. To me, 19,
it's pretty young.
I would be like, I'm such a dipshit. But
yeah, I don't know. I guess if you know, you know, but I didn't know shit when I was 19.
yeah, I didn't really
so
know anything when I was 19.
I couldn't see it, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean, every situation is different, like we say.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We got married in 2015 at age 19, and we have 2 daughters who are 7 years old and 5 years old. About a month ago, I found some texts on my wife's phone while she was in the shower. where she had been flirting with one of her female coworkers that I knew pretty well. We had met at work functions from time to time. They sent each other explicit photographs and messages, and while I found no evidence of an actual meetup between them, it was heavily implied that they had done stuff together in the past.
Well, if you get shit like that,
damn.
chances are you're right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The messages started about a year ago, so she's been cheating on me for over a year now.
Oof.
I sent screenshots of the conversation to my phone and confronted her while she got out of the shower, and she broke down sobbing, apologizing, saying she never meant to hurt me. I was seeing red at this point, and I decided to leave before I did something drastic. She texted me nonstop, begging me to come home and talk, but I wasn't having any of it. So I stayed at my younger brother's house, 24-year-old male. Also, not very important to the rest of the story, but anyways.
Good to know.
Place for the night. In the morning, I woke up to hundreds of texts and voicemails from my wife begging me to come home.
It couldn't
Damn.
have been hundreds. It couldn't have been.
Maybe
That
text
seems insane.
messages.
You'd be surprised.
Hundreds? I don't send hundreds a month. I don't.
Yeah, it's probably hyperbole.
What if it's like, hey, please come back home
Yeah.
now. I need
I
to
have one friend that
talk
does that.
to
It's so fucking
you.
annoying.
I don't do one word at a time, but sometimes I do be like a sentence and then another sentence.
If they're different thoughts, that's one thing. But yeah, I have one
if
friend
it's
that
one
does
cohesive
word.
story.
Like, fuck off.
Eventually, I did come home, but only because she had to go to work and there was no one else to watch our daughters. I told her to be gone by the time I got there, as I didn't want to speak to her. And when I got home, I sat my daughters down and told them that I was going to divorce their mom. They didn't understand what that was, so I had to explain it to them. And my
Yeah,
heart,
that's pretty young.
yeah,
7?
5 and
Five is-
7,
Five and
is
seven.
definitely
7
too
and
young.
5 and 7.
Does that
Seven
mean
maybe
we don't get
understands.
cookies anymore, Dad?
It reminds me of a Talladega Nights. We're getting a divorce. Yeah, 2 Christmases. Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
And my heart shattered while I was telling them. My 5-year-old started crying, and my 7-year-old started begging me not to, and started asking why I was doing all of this. So I showed them the pictures of the screenshots I took,
Oh,
with the
excluding
pictures?
Oh.
excluding the ones with the pictures.
Oh, okay.
Right, but still
But
the
even
worst.
then,
Those
even then, it's
explicit.
like they don't understand what this flirting means.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be an everyone's the asshole kind of
Yeah.
thing. I know.
And they started crying even harder. I assured them that their mommy still loves them, but she has hurt me very, very badly, and I can't be with her anymore. I also told them that I would still see them, and I would do everything I could to make sure of that. I texted my wife telling her that I wanted a divorce, and she needs to pack her things when she gets home. She fought it at first and begged me not to kick her out, but I wasn't in the mood for her bullshit. I said bullshit weird. I don't know if you heard that. Anyways.
You did.
I'm-
That was
I'm being
going to
weird.
slide, but
Shit.
You little shit. Anyways.
you've done worse.
I mean, like that intro this beginning.
What do you mean? Was that not flawless? It felt good
smooth,
coming out of the mouth.
smooth as fuck.
It felt good to me. I don't know. Anyways, when she got home, my kids started crying and asking her why she did what she did. And she started to scream at me, telling me that I had no right to tell our kids and that this matter was between us. I told her that since we're getting a divorce, they deserve to know why. She left in a hurry and took the kids with her. As far as I know, she's at her parents' house. My lawyer is in the process of getting the divorce paperwork in order, and I'm ready to fight for the right to see my kids. But they hate my wife right now and refuse to speak to her, only to their grandparents, who have also stopped acknowledging my wife after learning what she had done. I feel like I didn't overreact, but my mind has been racing ever since. If someone has any advice on what to do, please let me know.
I mean, you obviously can't take back the fact that you showed those messages to your kids, you know? But I think I wouldn't say like you reacted harshly with the situation because, you know, different people would react to finding the news of your, you know, high school sweetheart, longtime partner, essentially cheating on you, you know what I mean? For like a year, it seems like. For me, I would have framed it a little different with the kids and say like, hey, this is what happened. Your mom has done something bad, and then just go from there. But 5 and 7 is a little much.
Too young to even understand the concept of cheating or divorce. This is, I mean, I don't want to talk over you guys, but I feel like but kind of crazy to.
It is, to me at least. You know, like, granted, your situation with your wife seems like it's irreparable. Like, there's no going back from that. I mean, again, we're not parents. So if that was me in that situation, I would just go back to the kids and just be like, hey, I know I showed you these messages, but like, this is the situation. You know, lay out like what's potentially going to happen. Like, but use your words wisely, and the images or like the material that you use for supporting evidence might want to tone it down or water it down a little bit for them, just because I feel like they're too young to understand that.
Yeah, for me, it's a fine line of, I think you kind of fucked up by telling them immediately and before you talk to your ex-wife now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he hadn't even communicated with her that he wanted a divorce before he told them.
Yeah.
And I think that's a weird timeline to go about it. I think you should have had a conversation with her. I know it sucks. It's hurt. You hurt and she's betrayed you, but like, you're a father first in this scenario where you've got to be like, okay, let's make a game plan for the kids. Let's how we're going to break it to them. Cause you're still co-parents. No matter what happens with your relationship.
Yeah.
You still have to parent these kids properly. And so like, for me, it seems like you probably should have done that together, and you probably should have had a plan going into how you're going to tell them and what you're going to tell them. Instead, you were just like, hey, your mom is fucking some other person. Here's the picture, or here's the, screenshots of the text. It's like, that's a little weird. It's weird.
But I can't blame them either at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, emotions are probably high as fuck.
Right. And that's why I'm saying it's a fine line. I'm just saying, like, in an ideal scenario, you would do it as a co-parent and as like and I know it's tough. It's tough because you're like, fuck this person betrayed me. And I get that feeling. But you can't let that like
affect your kids.
You can't let the rage that you have towards your ex-wife or whatever and put that onto the kids. They're 5 and 7. They're confused as fuck. This is probably gonna affect them. I would assume at some point. This is what I feel like is a pretty traumatic learning about divorce, cheating. Like, this could at
5 years old.
5 years old is crazy. Like, there's I'm sure there are better ways to, like, an easier way to introduce the idea of separation to a 5-year-old. I mean, I don't know, but this definitely was not the way. Not only like you're telling, like Josh said, telling them before you even talked to your wife, and also you texted you wanted a divorce. You didn't even you didn't call.
Well, that part I'm not as mad about. It's like, fuck her. She doesn't deserve
that. I guess
the respect, but and she's been cheating on you with text, so it's kind of ironic if you look at it that way. But I can't be mad at him how he treated his wife, because fuck her. She cheated. She absolutely deserves him, flaming her and telling her to get the fuck out. And text. I don't care. You know what?
Yeah, but you don't want to. You don't want to fuck up the kids while expressing your rage.
That's literally my only point of concern is like, hey, you could have probably dealt with that way better than you did. Everything else, I'm like, fuck her. Kick her out.
And also, it's like, I don't know how these proceedings work, but I feel like if you let the wife leave with the kids, that looks bad on your part. And then also
you got evidence though, if you have a good lawyer, or not even a good lawyer, but competent lawyer.
That's true. But also kind of like, in a way it was written, it kept saying like, I'll never, stop trying to fight to see you. It was never like, I'll never stop fighting to be the guardian.
Maybe he was just saying it to reassure them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But I would have if that was the case, I would have been like, I'm not letting my kids leave my sight. It is weird to, and then, okay. So I am just now reading the comments to this. I did not read prior to choosing this story, but the top comments are, and also I'm choosing the most high upvoted post here. So the top comments here think that this may be a fake story because they're like, okay, how are you going to tell her to not be there when you get there? One, the only reason you're going is because there's no babysitter. So how are you just going to tell them to, leave our 5 and 7-year-old alone in the house?
I guess not be in the house, like be in the car.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then they were saying, this feels like it's poorly written. It feels fake or blah, blah, blah. So maybe it is fake.
Most Reddit stories.
Yeah, that's also true. I honestly
I don't know.
Cannot ever tell if it's real or fake.
Josh fucking messes us up with AI like every goddamn month, and it sounds real. So you never know.
I'm not even real, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
We never met you, so.
You've never seen me. No, I don't know. I think even if it is fake, the conversation is still
real.
Right. You know what I mean? These situations still happen. And so the conversation isn't, doesn't demean the conversation.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, whatever. It could be poorly written. It could be fake. It could just be a guy in anger writing his feelings on Reddit.
For sure. Which happens probably a lot. You know what I mean?
It does.
A lot.
So, usually it's way worse. Yeah. So I'm, you know what?
True.
This one's a tough one because I'm with you. Being cheated on, I can't even begin to fathom. But to go into detail with the kids about it, and I don't know what kind of photos you showed, like what the screenshots talked about. Maybe it was just like, I can't wait to see you or things like that. And hopefully not like the
graphic,
flirting. Yeah, like
messaging.
I can't wait to rip into you or some shit like that. I don't know. But it feels bad. I feel like there's a more sensitive way. Of course, emotions are high, but you gotta, I don't know if he was thinking about the kids more than he was thinking about himself at this moment.
That's the part.
That's where I think I think it was definitely a selfish act, and which it comes from a place where I understand, but it's the wrong move for sure.
Yeah.
It should have been done together and probably with the guidance of some sort of therapist being like, hey, here's how you probably should break it to your kids. Here's what you should leave out. Here's what you can tell them later on in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't end up hating their mother for ruining their lives, which is, I get she did a terrible thing and she should be hated, but maybe not this early on in life as kids.
Yeah.
So,
and divorces are always messy, and majority of the times the kids are always the ones getting punished for it. So, that's the sad reality of things.
That's where the trauma goes.
Yep. That's where the trauma goes. All right, well, we are 1/2 through our sad sandwich this week, y'all. So speaking of sandwiches, have you heard of Factor?
No.
You'll hear about it right now. See you soon, guys.
Am I the jerk for not telling the Wikimaniacs how they can save time, eat well, and stay on track with their healthy lifestyle?
Yes, what's wrong with you? Are you gatekeeping good food and time-saving life hacks now?
I, 29 male, have a pretty packed schedule. From recording, editing, traveling, I find myself too busy to cook and actually eat well. Then, Factor came along. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, has helped me fuel up faster with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered right to my door. Now I can skip the extra trip to the grocery store, spending less time prepping and having more time to enjoy fresh, never frozen meals that are ready in 2 minutes. I can choose from 34 plus weekly flavored packed meals, and I even leveled up by going to Gourmet Plus route and treating myself with meals that use premium ingredients like truffle butter and asparagus. Factor also got me covered in the snacks department with an assortment of 45 plus add-ons, including items like apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, plus wellness boost beverage options like cold pressed juices and smoothies. I happen to have a promo code that you can use to save 50% off. So am I the jerk for not telling the Wikimaniacs about this?
100%. So you're saying you don't have to go to the grocery store and it's delivered right to your door?
You're telling me you don't need to prep, you don't need to clean up, and in 2 minutes you get to eat? Yes, dude. You're the jerk. Tell the Wikimaniacs all about it already.
My bad. I'll tell them right now. If you head to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off, that's wiki50 at factormeals.com/wiki50 to get 50% off.
You have to say it again, bro, so the Wikimaniacs can know.
Head to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off. Thank you, Factor, for supporting the show.
And we're back from eating delicious sandwiches.
I'm full.
So full.
Can't even get it. You're Canadian. Just kidding.
God,
I hate it here.
No, you don't. Don't take it back. I hate it here.
Yeah. Healthcare's free. It's okay.
your healthcare may be free, but we get Factor, which you could use our Reddit, our coupon code. All right. Are you ready for story 3, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is another true off my chest. This time cross-posted by user Ultronomy. This is my partner's 2 failed proposals leave me feeling worthless.
2 proposals?
Oh.
What happened to the first one?
We're about to find out.
Hot damn.
Well, they both failed, so there might be a
True.
third one.
There could be a third one.
I said 3rd time's a charm.
That's all part of the plan. I'm going to do 2 proposals so terrible that when the third one comes, it's going to knock it out of the park.
When I do the bare minimum on the third, just have to say yes.
All right. Josh, you might have hit it right on the head with the bare minimum.
Oh.
Here we go.
Fuck.
This is titled, I Hate the Way My Boyfriend Proposed to Me. Twice. The first proposal, he proposed while I was pregnant and well aware of the fact that he was planning an engagement, quote unquote planning. He even told me that he had finally got the ring size. I came home with my other 2 kids, and in the middle of me talking to them, he just asked, "Will you marry me?" Now, we said this from time to time, just being sweet, so I laughed and said, of course, while continuing to handle my children who were being a little bit difficult. He then pulled out the ring.
Oh.
I was
right.
instantly upset, but tried to act happy. There was just no thought put into it whatsoever. No dinner, no cute event, not even maybe my kids holding up a cute kind. I just wanted something.
Okay.
But instead, just in the middle of me parenting my children after having a long day at work, it hurt. He eventually realized that I was upset because being pregnant, I couldn't really hold back the disappointment. He said that he would make it up to me and that he didn't realize that it was this important. Weird.
How have you not talked about it? We've
We've gotten into this
is
before.
on-
Hit that point home, Josh.
This is on the Patreon when we talked about our engagement, but to have a discussion before you do it, because you should all be on the same page.
So it sounds like they've had a discussion about getting married, but just not about the actual proposal, which
act of proposing.
which should be, I guess,
Oh.
brought up because you don't want to do something they don't want to do. Like crowds,
all you need to
like
know-
proposing at in a public area
Yeah.
is like, could be a big no-no for somebody.
You just need general ideas. Like
Yes.
Sienna was like, I don't want it in public. And, I want like a nice night or something like that. There's a couple other things that I had, and I was like, all right, I have some ideas.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you want. You want like, what do I definitely not want? And some ideas of what your ideal proposal would be. And then you go from there and you build off of that instead of just bam.
Surprise,
Dude.
motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking parenting the children
Quickest
right
draw in the
after work.
West.
Will you marry me? All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very nice.
Nap time.
I didn't realize it was important, babe. I expressed how we wouldn't be able to afford a nice wedding and we were already doing everything backwards, so I just wanted a sweet proposal. I never planned to be married twice and I wanted a good memory. Fast forward about a year later, the baby was napping and my 2 other kids were with their biological father. My boyfriend and I had sex, and right after, he just said again,
No.
Boy.
"Will you marry me?"
I didn't even come.
I said, "Of course," again.
No.
And he pulled out the ring.
I
After
hope
he pulled out. Oh,
Fuck, dude.
damn, boy.
He later told me, "Well, I just couldn't think of anything."
So
that was it. I rocked her world. Now's the time.
That
Now's the time.
clarity is
No, it's probably this guy's so dense. John's comment about her not coming was probably correct.
Absolutely.
So he didn't rock her world.
Yeah, no way he did.
Oh man.
I just said it was fine and I was happy, but honestly, I'm not. Literally no effort again. He knows I will say yes. We have a kid together. We live together and it's what I want, but I still wanted a little bit of romance. He could have had a onesie for the baby maid that said, "Will you marry me?" Maybe a nice speech, breakfast in bed, anything. Like,
Bro,
what
she
the
asking
fuck?
for the least too.
Yeah, literally the bare minimum, like I said.
I'm struggling with postpartum depression. My body is wrecked. I'm sleep deprived and have already been feeling worthless. But this just solidifies how unimportant I really am. I don't know how to shake this, and I honestly don't even want to announce it. I just feel like going to the courthouse and getting it over with, because at this point, it just feels like an obligation rather than two people who are in love and want to be together forever.
Holy fuck, that's dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
not a great way to
I don't
start
think you
a
should
marriage.
be together anymore.
Yeah, I think that should be the point where you're just like, yeah, this is not how I want to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So after we got engaged, we told everyone the amount of times we got and this was a lot of the older generation people being like, yeah, like my proposal was nothing like that. I just, we were in the car and he asked me. Like,
damn.
Jesus, it really do be the bare minimum back then.
So,
and this is
how about it,
same
Barbara?
thing.
You want to spend the rest of your life with me?
dude,
Asked me if he wanted to go ring shopping, and I said yes, and that was it. I was like, holy shit.
So when I read this post initially, I was like, okay, that's the story. I didn't see that there were 3 more photographs. So there is additional content. So essentially, one of the comments is saying, I'm pretty surprised by some of these comments. I guess it didn't go well in the comments, maybe.
Ooh.
For her or for him?
Are they
I'm
saying
not
like,
sure.
were you asking too much?
I don't know.
Like the guy already
I
proposed?
hope not. What the fuck?
I bet you that's what people be saying.
That would be crazy.
It's like, you already got proposed and you're not satisfied. I can see fucking people
I
being
guess there
like
were a
that.
lot of comments asking why she didn't take on the effort of proposing herself.
Damn.
And
Interesting.
And this comment was like, that's fucking crazy. This is wild, blah, blah, blah. And
she just carried a kid for 9 months. For him.
Exactly. You
The
better
least he could
goddamn
is
do something nice for her.
breakfast in bed. Fuck.
OP responded, I really appreciate your comment. We have even talked about proposal ideas. I've told him it could be simple, just something sweet. I suggested even checking out Pinterest or maybe talking to his own mom. I don't feel like it's really that hard. I could come up with 20 easy, sweet ways to propose. He literally stood up after we finished having sex. Standing right next to him was a pencil box. A pencil box that the ring was in.
Dude.
Well, he's not very sharp
No.
for doing that.
He literally stood up after we were finished and was standing next to the pencil box that the ring was in. And I think that's the moment he had the grand idea. The box was only there because I had recently reorganized, so his pencil box was moved and was no longer in the living room. He even had to open the pencil box to get the ring out after asking me. It was literally a moment of, oh yeah, that ring from a year ago is still in there. I should ask again.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, the comments telling her she should propose.
It's wild.
Wild, dude. Fuck Reddit sometimes, honestly.
Dude, she explained her postpartum depression. She's sleep deprived. Again,
Yeah.
She just gave birth to a child. She's taking care of 2 other kids. This guy had 2 chances, and in a whole year, all he could think of was post-nut clarity proposal.
I'm going to come and propose.
What is happening?
Just insane. Like the bar is on the ground right now, and she's just like, might as well just get it over with. It's like, holy, it's sad.
And the fact
it's
that
very
she's
sad.
just settling for less, it's just so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comments were telling her like she's asking for too much effort. She literally asked for like the
She said
easiest
breakfast in
proposals
bed.
possible. Breakfast in bed.
Dude.
That's normal.
Even if like you just DoorDash something and put it on a nice plate to be like, here's breakfast in bed, dear. Would you marry me? I feel like she'd like that because you actually made the effort to fucking order something, you piece of shit.
To make some sort of a plan is all she's asking for. It's literally the bare minimum. You could do like a picnic and like just make a sandwich and then like some champagne in the whatever, like something pretty cheap that you could just go out, have a nice day, have someone watch the kids, and then just propose there. Like it's so simple.
Yeah,
she
responded. She was like, I literally just wanted anything that seems like he tried.
Like an effort.
Like, I'm not asking for anything. Like, even if he just read me as like something small that he wrote, or just told me different reasons that he loved me, which should be said anyway. Like, that's
frequently?
Not like a proposal. Like, that's crazy that he's not. Yeah, I don't. The commenters, I don't know what they were on.
They're wild
on that day, because she's asking for literally any effort, nothing crazy, any effort, and then she got roasted. So
I hope our comments were better.
Yeah, I already closed it out. I can't read them, but
that's fair. I'll just assume they were better.
Assume that they were better. Those comments were they were screenshots from r/.
Yeah.
True off my chest, which is surprising. I feel like that's one of the bigger subreddits. I assumed they would be normal there, but
nope, it's Reddit.
Incels be incelling. I don't know. Reddit be Reddit, I guess.
The bigger the community, the more terrible people you get. So
that you know what? That's low key what I start getting scared of as like our subreddit gets bigger. Like I hope it's not infiltrated by weird people. So shout out Midscore.
We do have a couple, yeah, but yeah, Midscore keeps on top of it pretty well.
The goat. All right.
Also, you have my full approval just to ban people.
Ban the fuck out of people, Midscore.
Full autonomy.
Yeah. Keep that clean.
Are we ready for our last story for the pores? Apology.
Yes.
Jesus.
We've gotten real liberal with that. And guys, I want you to know I drink Dasani, guys. I'm poorer than you.
So when I say it hits a little harder.
Yeah. When John says it, it's less of a joke and a haha, I'm with you, and more of a, you guys are actually poor.
I am one of you guys. I just enjoy the benefits of being with someone that is not.
This man's nightmare punishment is drinking Dasani. let that be known, y'all.
Whatever.
Don't talk to me. You're too poor.
It's because you're poor.
God damn.
All right. This is from r/TIFU, otherwise known as Today I Fucked Up, cross-posted by Wicked Pippin. And this is titled, Today I Fucked Up by Being a Responsible Homeowner.
Uh-oh.
Oh, actually, I think this is from our own subreddit. I apologize. This is from r/Reddit on Wiki.
Oh, it's
and
a personal story?
This is a personal Today I Fucked Up story.
Hey, Wicked Pippin has sent a few
they have
personal stories too, so shout out to you.
Also, what's it like being a homeowner?
Expensive.
Well.
Yeah, not great. I'm about to spend $8,000 on my foundation because it hasn't rained in this Texas drought. And I didn't know that we're supposed to water our houses down here.
Yeah, you're supposed to like think the outside and just kind of
the edges of the house where the concrete slab is.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Where do you live?
Yeah. In the
hellscape
goddamn
do you guys live in?
In Texas.
Who moved down there and was like, yeah, this is the place I want to build a city.
I do love Houston, but yeah, I guess in instead of like salting our driveways for snow, we have to water our house.
True.
It's just something I didn't know.
Yeah, I guess that's the opposite. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
But here we go. Hello, fellow Wikimaniacs. I wanted to share a wild story that happened to my partner and me. Now that our heart rates are back to normal, we started to see the funny side of it to a certain degree. So we thought we'd share the story that took place in our new home. Hopefully the absurdity will give you a laugh. So my partner and I recently moved into a new home. Everything was going great until late one night after our bedtime, while we were both naked and half asleep. Suddenly I hear...
Nice.
Oh, we fist bumping? I can't see you guys.
Yeah,
there it is.
You wicked pumping. I like it.
Wicked pumping. That's a great name.
Jesus.
We were half asleep when suddenly I hear this suspicious noise. It sounds like a knife being sharpened.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
The hash slinging slasher.
Or at least that's what my sleepy brain convinced me it was.
Oh my God. This is the white people of like, hey, check the basement. Fuck no. I'm staying inside and calling the cops. What you mean?
I'm doing this whole scared sign language thing to my partner who hadn't reacted to the sounds. The sound came from inside our house, so I tried again, now whisper yelling because I was officially terrified.
Ah, hell no. I'm not going down there. Fuck that.
Moments later, we found ourselves face to face with two flashlight wielding guards right in our very own bedroom.
Wait, guards?
Guards?
Picture our surprise and fear when we saw these strangers in our home, both of us stark naked and half asleep.
Nice.
My panic kicked into high gear. I was crying, screaming, shaking, all the works. The male guard, a huge middle-aged man, neither backed off nor identified himself. I was sure this was it. We were about to be robbed and murdered in our new home.
Oh, fuck that.
That's just another day in America.
I mean,
Oh, well.
I'm making the joke because I know they're not dead. They're writing the story.
this is not a school,
Just to-
Josh.
Just to clear. Oh, Jesus.
Dark joke, brother.
That was dark.
But also bring it to light. Yeah. Or fucking
Yeah.
do something
enough.
about it, y'all.
Exactly.
Anyways. Now, rewind a few hours. We'd been playing Handy Couple and swapping batteries in our smoke detectors. Jesus. I don't know how to read. Swapping batteries in our smoke detectors when we unintentionally triggered the security alarm and set off the blaring siren of the alarm.
Oh.
We punched in the code and shut it up within seconds, wiping our brows, thinking that was the end of it. But the previous homeowners had a different home security system in place. They'd cancel their contract, but due to a notice period, it was still active, and their guards were in our bedroom.
Oh, Jesus.
My partner was trying his best to comfort me as I was panicking, and we attempted to explain that we did not have a contract with this company and that they had no right to be in our home. But the guy, completely ignoring my panic, goes, quote, "But would you like to be a salesman?"
Always be selling, baby.
That's a true capitalist motherfucker right there. He's like, I see opportunity.
You sure about that? You sure about that? They then proceeded to ask us for our IDs as if we keep them under our pillows.
Damn.
We were obviously not in a position to provide them immediately, and we were in the very awkward position of trying to cover up our naked bodies with our blankets while having this conversation.
Nice.
Jesus.
We ask for a second to dress up, but the guy just stays put, eyes
He wants
wide,
to make that quota,
not
baby.
budging. He's trying to make a sale. Part of the sale.
He wants that OTE.
The next 30 seconds, you get 10%.
If you
I
act
had my-
fast.
I had my doubts about their legitimacy, so I asked them to identify themselves. They seemed to be taken aback by this, which made me wonder, isn't that standard procedure in situations like this? The guard stated that they'd assumed the house was empty and that they came by to check in case of a fire. They had talked to the previous owner, who didn't have our contact info, so how could they not know someone was living here? Especially after we'd shut the alarm off using the code, indicating that someone was clearly home. And why on earth didn't they knock before entering our home?
True.
Yeah.
What bothered me the most was the male guard's behavior. He was big and intimidating, and instead of allowing the female guard to step in when faced with a young, naked, and scared woman, he just stood there. It was incredibly unsettling.
That's weird.
By the way, the knife-like sound turned out to be them stepping on our metal shoehorn.
What's
I don't know
that?
what that is. That sounds rich.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that you use to get your shoes on, I think.
So maybe they're
Oh.
Canadian.
Well, I don't know if that's not a Canadian thing.
I've
I
never
don't
heard of a
think, but-
goddamn shoehorn before.
I think they sell shoehorns at IKEA now that I think of it.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Anyways, the incident was particularly triggering because I had had a similar situation in the past waking up to a stranger in my bedroom. It's a violation of privacy and safety that one would hope to experience. And privacy and safety that one would hope to never experience once. Okay.
I don't know how to read.
Yeah, for real. I was trying to correct the sentence because I thought maybe it had been written wrong, but it's a violation of privacy and safety that one would hope to experience once at most. I guess some of us are just quote unquote blessed that way. Anyways, that's how we fucked up by being responsible homeowners. Edit. We're not in the United States, so we don't own guns, and the guards didn't either.
Oh, wonder where they're from.
I
don't know.
Yeah, it could be Canada, but
I thought because when I was reading this, I was like, I thought when security alarms are triggered, the cops come.
it depends where you are and what company you're with, I think.
Yeah.
So
I was just assuming it was police that came.
Yeah, because I accidentally triggered mine and like I wasn't fast enough because I think there's like a 90-second thing where you can cancel it. And then the police officer was like, "Is everything good?" I'm like, "Oh, I just couldn't turn off in time."
if I'm going to be honest, I think it's stupid that the police would come. That seems very like a waste of taxpayer dollars. It should be the company that you're paying because like the police have presumably have better things to do than go to some rich like someone who could afford private security's house. You know what I mean? If not called on like directly. It's very weird.
I think it just depends on the city though, because for ours, we pay the city for that response.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe.
So I think it just depends.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want anybody breaking into my house. I don't know.
Yeah, especially that.
Put a low bar.
I was like,
lock your doors because Nancy said you be forgetting sometimes, Sean.
I do be forgetting.
Yeah.
Okay, so for sure, I don't want cops in my house. Yeah, it's pretty well known that I'm not anti-cop. They're good cops, guys, but just the job itself, I'm not a fan of. But I also don't want rando,
security guards.
No disrespect to anybody, but just in my head, I think of like rent-a-cops as I could be totally wrong. There could be security guards that are fucking. I'm a security guard and I fucking stand up for justice and I don't like the cops. That could be a thing. But
no one kind of trains people.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
In my head, when I hear like just I don't know. I expect if someone's responding to a break-in that it would be the cops. But yeah, I don't know what the right situation here is. What I would personally want to happen. But anyways, that's besides the point. As soon as they heard that you don't have a contract, they should have been fucking out of there.
I think they did the right thing asking to identify first because I feel like that is standard operation procedure to be like, hey, I mean, even like when police is like, hey, this is officer blah, blah, blah. Why couldn't the security guard or the security guard that responded, why couldn't they identify themselves?
Yeah, I thought that was they were shocked by it. Like
that's when I call the police and be like, all right, you're now trespassing in my home. Get the fuck
and he was
out.
just like, would you like to be part of our service? Bitch.
Insane.
Dude.
Get the fuck out.
Always be selling is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a contract with you. You need to leave. But would you like a contract with us? Obviously not. I just asked you to leave the house, brother.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this experience right now.
This is can you not read the room at all, man? This is bad.
Crazy.
But thank you for sharing that story. That's fucking wild.
Wild.
Before we end the episode, though, we got to play Does This Guy Fuck?
Bam.
So if this is your first time listening to Does This Guy Fuck, Alex, the amazing Underbaki herself, has compiled 3 stories from across Reddit. And we will read all 3 stories and answer one question. Does this guy fuck? And actually what we're trying to ask is
the leastest.
Which guy fucks the leastest? All right, so story number 1 from r/nothowgirlswork posted by, they don't get credit for this, so I'm not going to read them. Here we go. It is a screenshot from Facebook, I think, which is always a bad sign for these. But here you go.
The leastest.
Yeah, the leastest immediately. Married man with 3 kids and 12 years of marriage here. You're not talking your way out of this. You're not going to have some magic discussion that makes her horny. Tell her tomorrow after work, you're coming for her, and she better be ready. Send her a text at lunch saying, quote, 4 hours to Pound Town, prepare yourself, end quote. Keep it playful, but be a bit forceful with it. Grab her, kiss her. Jesus Christ. Let her struggle a bit before you let her go.
That's assault.
Keep doing this until she gives in. This is the ultimate.
Once you gives it, ew.
This is bad. I should have trigger warning this one. This is absolutely this guy doesn't fuck. I think he loses immediately, right?
I mean, he has 2 kids, so he is assuming that he does fuck.
Is the worst. All right. Second guy. This is from r/incel tier. This is a YouTube comment. It looks like a person writes, if you could pull a 19-year-old as a 35-year-old man,
Sean Rule.
Yeah, the Sean Rule. Then you can definitely pull in your own age.
Wait, what?
Huh?
So they're saying if you're pulling in a 19-year-old as a 35-year-old, then you could definitely pull a 35-year-old.
What's the point they're trying to make?
I don't know. I'm confused by the point. Somebody replied, no, because 19-year-olds are inexperienced and vulnerable, whereas someone in their 30s can spot a creepy / immature person who wants to date people half their age.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
This guy fucks.
Yeah, that guy fucked. Somebody else responded, inexperienced and vulnerable? Lamau. Does this apply to the girls with high body counts, which is a majority of them? You sound silly. So I guess that's the guy we're judging
does not
here.
fuck.
That person absolutely does not fuck. Also, I think the first person also doesn't fuck.
Does not
Either
fuck,
that or
yeah.
they're just very confused with reality.
Or very predatory. One of the other.
Yeah.
Predatory is probably the right word for it.
Yeah, I think.
Also, wild to just be like, all girls have a high body count. That's not true at all.
And even if they did, why does it fucking matter?
Yeah, why does
if
it
a
matter?
guy has
Also,
a high
yeah.
body count, he's fucking praised for it. So the double standards are insane.
crazy.
Exactly. It is nuts.
All right. And then guy number 3. I don't think anyone's topping the fucking sexual abuser at the top. So here we go.
Not yet.
From r/incel tier. Somebody writes, they're right, though. A lot of this sub radiates negative and borderline incel energy. And even if it's not your fault, it's not other people's fault either, as no one is entitled to sex. Signed, a 27-year-old virgin. Okay, that's
Nice.
yeah, that makes sense.
That does.
Okay.
A virgin, but definitely high probability that he could fuck.
Yeah, respectable.
Somebody commented back, highlighting no one is entitled to sex. How many people do you know lament over not being able to have sex because they've had a dry spell for a couple of weeks? How many people insult people who ghost them, who won't give them their number, stand them up, unmatch, or anything like that? Do you also tell them that they're not entitled to sex? Yes. Anyways, or do you just
No one is.
or do you just tell people who dare to have human feelings and emotions that go unrealized? Oh, a close contender, that person.
Oh, that was it's a doozy.
This one's a doozy.
I mean, that guy definitely doesn't fuck.
That guy definitely
and
has
the
never.
first guy fucks.
If we're talking
the
in the
wrong
literal
reason.
sense of fucking,
Yeah.
the first guy has proof of
Fuck, because he
having
has
sex.
2 kids and
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's a piece of
But
Human
it
garbage.
sounds like he's telling you to assault women.
Yeah.
Makes him the most evil. It sounds like the guy at the bottom is an incel and is also a terrible person. But I don't know. I feel like
yeah, it's a tough one.
for me, the worst person is still story number 1.
Worst person for sure, but like in terms of the who fucks the leastest,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the third person.
Yeah.
I'm merging games here now. It's I yeet the first guy.
Oh my God.
Save it for next week. I have
The
visuals.
last guy fucks the leastest, and the middle guy's a nice guy.
Yeah. This is a truly, I guess we don't say the other word, but a yeet. Everyone's getting yeeted here.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a wombo combo.
Yeah.
of games.
Except the OPs for some of the posts and one commenter. They seem like
There's a lot of good comments.
got
in
their
there,
heads straight.
surprisingly.
Incel replies that.
the
Yeah.
incel replies can get yeeted for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bad news.
absolutely.
All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. John, Josh, any reviews, comments?
I got 2, but you can go ahead first, Josh.
All right. So I've got some comments from last Monday's episode, which starred the one and only Nancy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
My wife?
So, your wife.
my wife.
So on Patreon, Jamie R said, Nancy might be my new favorite.
I don't blame y'all.
Also, I was cracking up when Nancy was going not for free about the DTGF. Nancy and Sean being the CFOs of Reddit on Wiki
So
is
proud.
hilarious, and I love it. For free?
For free?
P_Killa007 on our Patreon said, yes, love Nancy. She's a ray of
Oh,
sunshine.
my goodness.
On YouTube, BB Dragon said, Nancy's so sweet and comforting to listen to. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. And Hufflefluff3236 said, Nancy's adorable. I hope she comes on again. I need her Venmo.
Oh,
So
Oh, yeah. She did read that comment, and I was like, yeah, we should tell her the Venmo. So if you guys want the Venmo, it's at SEANSNTPOD. Yeah, so just that'll
Wow.
get directly to her, guys.
shared account.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Is it? Nah, I think that's just hers. I don't know.
That's funny. So I'm thinking the order of favorites now, Sean, is John number 1, all of our significant others,
And then
all of our pets,
and then me
then
and
you
you
and
on
me
the
somewhere
bottom.
in there.
No, absolutely not. Who's the guy that?
You're
gets
right. You're
money?
right. Mid-score and Turtles Can Fly are up there somewhere.
Can you imagine the money we would get if John's bit was the Venmo thing? It would be crazy.
No,
We'd be
I don't
rich.
think so. That's yours, buddy.
But thank you guys so much for hyping up Nancy. She was very, extremely nervous to
You
get
couldn't
on.
tell at all.
She was a
she seemed very
natural.
comfortable.
I watched that
Yeah.
episode. I'm like, man, she feels like she could take over.
She was great. Yeah.
She also says she can't wait to see her percentage. So there's that. She went from nervous to saying, "Where my money at?"
Where my money?
I know you're fucking proud.
Take it out
Sean.
of the Venmo. Take it out of the Venmo.
Yeah, and again, just pay her directly at SEANSNTPOD. She'll love it.
Oh damn. So I got 2 reviews here. We've been so behind on reviews. Did you also pull reviews, John?
It's not reviews. It's like messages that I thought they were really nice. So, but you can go first.
Okay. I'll do the reviews first here. So 5 stars for my faves from Ellie Kath. And it says, hey guys, just wanted to drop by and give y'all a well-deserved 5 stars.
Oh.
I've been listening to the podcast for about a half a year or so. And honestly, I'm obsessed. I listen and re-listen to Reddit on Wiki every day.
Whoa.
Damn.
While playing, drawing, even when doing my chores. You guys make my day every time. I sometimes laugh out loud while wearing earphones, and my family probably thinks I'm losing my mind. Anyways, to keep up the good work, I hope one day to be able to contribute to being a patron. Mahal
Kita.
Mahal ko kayo.
Oh.
Oh
Shit.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
PS
that means we love you guys.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Tutor.
say.
We're all gonna say. We're all gonna say.
Because it says it here in parentheses, but and then they finish it off with P.S. Please Venmo Sean.
See, and you say I'm the bro. It's all Sean's. Man, Sean of Sean.
Okay, next review. It's this one's more for myself. You ready for this? And then it says cue out the tune of humming the song. And this is from Sammy. 5 stars. They say hello from Australia.
Ooh.
Boy,
Oh,
crikey.
there it is. Down
Oh,
under.
no. We gotta go.
No.
Do cows say mar?
No. As I'm writing this, I'm listening to your latest episode. You guys crack me up about how you all break out into song at the same time after John says, you ready for this? That's gold. Josh is my favorite.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
But John and Sean, they spelled it wrong and then they said, just kidding, Sean, are hilarious.
Yeah.
The only fan jokes about Josh crack me up. I really enjoy Sean's Venmo mentions and miss the neckbeard voice.
It has
keep it
been
up,
a while.
guys.
I need to bring it
It
back.
has been a while.
It has been. Keep it up, guys. Love your podcast. Maybe one day when I'm rich, I can become a patron. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, I love it.
We're hoping for your come up so that you can become a patron.
So we can get our come up.
So we can get our
Yeah, it's a selfish thing, but you know.
You know we mean well.
But thank you, Sam.
We mean well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Guys, it was
Thank you guys
cutting
so
it.
much.
It was cutting it close, y'all. Like I was almost gonna drink, regular water. So come on, guys, I need this. We need this.
We can't put John through that.
It's a
That'd be
punishment.
insufferable.
It is. I'm insufferable enough as is.
Jesus.
Oh shit. So, Josh, you're good.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a few, and this one is from a good friend of mine, actually. Shout out Joanna. And they
Joanna.
wrote, "Hey guys, hope you're all doing well." And they put, "Say hi to John for us. We're kind of pals." Hi, John. Well, hi, Joanna. Just wanted to say my husband surprised me with some Row merch, which I'm rocking in our most recent episode, which will be posted on YouTube. They also have a podcast called Murder She Spoke. So shout out Joanna and and Emma. They put, "Love you guys. Emma and I both watch, listen, as does my husband, and we are singing you praises while showcasing your merch on our most recent episode. So thank you
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the amazing work. P.S. Sean, I'm from the UK," and they put Scotland, "and my other spelling of Sean and any other spelling of Sean is unusual to us. My husband's name is Sean, but spelled S-H-U-N, despite being wild, right?
Sean? Whoa.
S-H-A-U-N, sorry.
A-U-N. I was like, that is a wild way to spell Sean.
I don't know how to spell. And then put, despite being of Irish ancestry, he tells me his spelling is the British way, but I don't know. It's rare to see it spelled that way here. Tell everyone to stop being name racist. Love from Joanna and Emma." So thank
from
you,
the
Joe.
UK.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love you. Check out
Anta.
Murder She Spoke. Great podcast. And one last one, and this one is a message from Christina.
Mad as she spoke.
Oh God. "Hey guys, just wanted to reach out and tell you personally how much I love your show. Admittedly, I am not a fan of podcasts in general and listen to only one," and they put Murder Mystery, "regularly. Even then, it's through YouTube as I prefer a visual. I also avoid Reddit as if it was the plague itself." We don't blame you.
I don't blame you.
Fair.
I do not blame you.
One bit. "So it was a delightful surprise when I came across your page through Instagram Reels. I'm a cosplayer."
Wild.
I know, right?
Instagram Reels is wild.
That's the way I watch shit.
I know. It's just it's our lowest, like one of our low, like we don't get a ton of views on there compared to TikTok.
Yeah,
you know what
true.
I mean? And so it is like kind of cool to hear people are watching it there.
I'm a cosplayer and spend several hours working on my projects throughout the week. Having y'all on in the background the past few months has been incredibly entertaining, as well as a fun distraction from hot glue burns and needle pricks.
Oh, God.
In an internet space full of red pill nonsense, oversaturated and repetitive motivational pages, and spaces where anyone with a microphone set up thinks their opinion needs to be heard by masses, thank you all for being authentic. From Christina.
Oh, well,
so
thank you
sweet.
very much. For
That was sweet.
That's awesome.
That's written like a fucking movie review. That was beautiful.
I love it.
In a world. I was like, oh, shit.
In a
Took me for
world.
ride.
Where the
Thank you so
internet
much.
space full of red pill nonsense.
Get my
People
man
think
John some voice acting work already.
I can't.
Yeah, for real.
But maybe not during the
After the strike.
After the strike.
Yeah,
After the strike. After the strike.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
support
no.
the unions.
No scabbing. And we already turned down a deal. We have never talked about it, but
It was
we have turned down
painful.
a deal.
It was hurt quite a bit. But
I was-
we would have
stand
stopped
with the
asking for
union.
Venmos.
I was so excited to pay off my car.
We stand with the unions. I tell you what.
but we stand by what we say.
Yeah.
Doing the right thing
Yeah.
hurts our pockets sometimes.
Yeah.
I do have.
thank you very much.
You
Ooh.
Venmos to read. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
gonna go quick. I can't read all of them in detail, y'all, because some of them are kind of long. But I'll hit the main points, and I'll give everybody's name shout out for sure. Capri, they write not for Sean. Let it be known they spelled it SCHEAWN.
Oh my, unhinged.
Thank you.
It's almost my last name.
Josh Sean L.
But they wrote not for Sean, but for Josh's wedding fund.
Hey, thank you very much.
They
will
sent
see
60
it.
cents.
Which is like $500
Well,
in Canada, bro.
That's true. That's true.
We're getting there.
We got Soraya, who wrote, "This is literally all I have in my bank account." They sent $1.30. I beg of you, if you are
Take it
being
back.
if you're being so real right now, I will send that back. And
Send it back.
but if
worry.
it's a funny joke, it will stay. Okay, next up.
We will keep it.
I would say, Soraya, you like me for real.
Next up, we have Lacey, who wrote, who previously Venmo'd and requested us to call John Daddy. I said I wouldn't, except for a high dollar amount. They said, "Here is your high dollar amount," and sent $4.20. So, John,
Call me.
420,
baby.
nice.
what's up, Daddy?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hell no, I regret more than that. More than $4.20. I'm too cheap. Anyways,
Blaze it.
Jasmine writes,
How you doing?
I don't know Josh's Venmo. It doesn't exist because he's Canadian. Y'all.
Yeah.
Canadian.
But please give this money to him. It's my contribution to the wedding. They sent
Oh, shit.
$5. Hey,
Thank you very
Let's
much.
go.
That's John's plate, actually. That's
I'm a little more expensive than that, brother. Just
you
kidding.
get bread on the fine china. Don't smash
Can
it.
I get none?
oh my.
You'll get none of it.
All right. Next we have Mason, who's saying, "Shooting my shot. Would love if you gave my podcast a shout out." It's crazy that we're in a space to give other podcast shout outs.
Yeah,
Okay,
other people's
Mason.
shout-outs,
But
yeah.
Mason, I respect you shooting your shot. That's the first time that's happened to me. Let it be known I'm not going to read everybody's thrown shot. We're the
if
only
they keep sending
podcast
you Venmos?
you're allowed to listen to. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, give a shout out to Mason's podcast, Chemistry for Your Life, which sounds way smarter than our show.
Definitely does.
But
Yeah.
he's the host and a Wikimaniac. And he also says, "Love the pod. Congrats to Josh. Marriage is the best." They
It do
said
Thank
be
you very
facts.
much.
$10.
Hey.
Ooh.
And next up,
That's Sean's plate.
Hold up. The math
I
ain't
gotta bribe him
mathing.
so that I actually get the Venmo sent to me, John.
they stay in the bank
Okay,
account.
processing.
They stay in the bank
Processing
account.
fee. I'll take it.
Heather, I found y'all on TikTok a year ago and I started working out of state. And now I listen to y'all every Friday night when I drive up. So thank y'all for being with me on my midnight drives. I look forward to every
Hi.
episode. And I love the new Does This Guy Fuck bit. Love you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
They sent $10.
Oh,
Thank
shit. Stay awake, please.
Of
Drive
course,
safe.
we have Lauren, who's continuing the bit of $1 every
Oh,
day. Incredible. This is a
Holy.
lot, and I'm starting to feel bad, Lauren. But they write,
Trying to do the math. It's been a while.
Damn.
heard the latest shout out on the pod. I'm feeling guilty that I missed a few days. Here's more money. Also,
Don't feel bad.
I'm a rich, so I guess I'm still contributing. Here's another contribution.
Why the hell are
Holy
you giving
shit.
more money when you're already giving
$1
money?
every day when they're
Can
rich,
you chill?
Lauren, you are actually maybe a for real rich.
Sean's feeling guilty, and you know that's how much you've contributed.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Susie sent $15 saying, "Here's $15. My request is for a new theme song. It's a little too intense for me. Anyways, love you guys. Also, I'm a patron, so you guys are getting lots of dough from me."
All right, Susie, you're getting a
Holy shit.
refund. That's what you're getting. I don't think
I
that's
love
going to
the pump up. Yeah, I don't know. We could change the intro someday.
someday, but someday ain't today.
But we
When I have
appreciate
some time.
Venmo. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
are.
thank you very much.
Josh is extremely busy. He is our full-time editor. So
Some of our patron episodes have like a chill lo-fi intro.
yeah, let us maybe we'll put it up for a vote. You know,
We could do something like that.
Lo-fi is
anyway.
in. All right, but yes,
It
thank
is.
you guys for all the Venmos. That's it for Venmos, reviews, comments, and everything. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. If you need more Reddit on Wiki, we'll be back on Friday. But if you really
Patreon.
need it bad, join the Patreon. We got episodes on Tuesdays, bonus episodes on Wednesdays. If we hit 1,000, I think we have a stretch goal of monthly game nights with the patrons.
Ooh.
So
Woo!
yeah, there's a lot of content out there for you guys if you need it. But if not, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.